Hey everybody, what's up? Chuck here. What you see before you is the makings of an easy omelet. We got an egg, salsa, cheese, and just plain sandwich meat I've chopped up into small bits. Alright, I know, so what? Big deal. Well, imagine this. It's summertime. Yeah, I know, I truly am imagining that because I am dying to get the top off my Jeep or get my motorcycle out. That's beside the point. Back on subject. Imagine it's summertime. You're out with your family. You're camping. You wake up the next morning. Everybody's hungry. What do? I mean, really, you pull out the big box of Pop-Tarts. Is that your breakfast? Seriously? Here is a very easy solution to that dilemma. And it's something you can even do right here at home, as you are about to see. It's not so much as what's in the omelet, because as you know, you can put peppers, onions, cheese. You can put what you want to in it. That's totally up to you. It's how I'm going to make it is the trick. Notice the one thing I have laying here that's a little bit out of place. It's a freezer bag. Notice I did not say sandwich bag. That is a freezer bag, the heavyweight plastic. If you use a sandwich bag, you're going to have a mess on your hands. I don't know, so now we're thinking, okay, what is he going to do with that? What I'm going to do is crack that egg, mix all the ingredients together inside that freezer bag. So let me get that done and I'll show you what happens next. Okay, you can see here I've got the eggs, the cheese, the meat, and there's the sauce all mixed, all in the same bag. Squish it up. Now you know some people like to put a little bit of milk in, like they're making scrambled eggs, like that. And that's fine too. Just the beauty of omelets is you put what you want into them, or even scrambled eggs for that matter. Anyway, squeeze it all up, mix it up good. And right now I have this right here set to kind of like medium-high heat, waiting for it to start boiling. Basically just lay the bag in there like that. Now, the whole camping thing, imagine a campfire right outside your tent. Get you a pot like this, mix you up some eggs in the bag like that, plenty of water in there, throw it in there. When it starts boiling, you just keep an eye on it. And I'll show you what to look for whenever it starts boiling and it starts cooking. So, anyway, wait for it to start boiling. Alright everyone, notice we got full boiling going on now. Look. Watch the egg inside the bag right there. That's not falling down, the egg's cooking. Take it and roll it over this way. Now I guess by now you should understand why you do not want to use regular sandwich bags. Simply because it will not handle the heat of the boiling process. And basically you just let it boil for a little while. I can't give you an exact time because it's just a matter of how many eggs you're cooking at one time, how big. I showed you one egg in the intro. Actually there's 2 eggs per bag, and one of the bags has extra meat and extra cheese and extra salsa, blah blah blah. So the cooking times will vary. But you see I just flipped them because on one side it's kind of already sealed that side, but the middle of it is nowhere near cooked in yet. So I'm going to give it a few more, probably another couple more minutes. Come back and check them again, and I'll show you what to look for as to know as to when they're ready. Alright everyone, it's been about 3 or 4 minutes since last time I showed you anything on the camera. And what we're going to look at now is, we want to look at the egg and see how done it is. See, it's kind of still, like a better way of saying it, kind of bendy. Which is not going to be totally rigid. So you kind of bends it like there in the middle. You see in the middle is where it's done. Of course, a good omelet, you're going to have plenty of stuff in it. It's not going to exactly hold together. But you see here, it looks like there's no wet eggs in there anywhere. Okay, there's a little bit wet right there. So, still got a little bit of wet eggs right there. Let it set for a couple more minutes. And one thing you really want to look out for when you're doing it this way, make sure you got plenty of water in the pan. This right here is heavier than this one. This right here is still somewhat floating. This one is kind of sitting on the bottom because it is a bit heavier. And what you can't see, what the camera's not picking up, is right there. It burnt the bag a little bit. You want to make sure you keep enough water in for your eggs to be floating in the water. Now, the only thing I got to do is whenever I pull that bag out, just where it burnt right there. Well, not really burnt the eggs, it just kind of burnt the bag a little bit. I'll just take that part right there and I'll cut it out of the egg so I don't have to eat that part. It won't hurt you, but if you're all freaked out over stuff like that, well, that's what you do. So I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and it should be done. Alright everyone, it's been a couple of minutes since I showed you last. I showed you how the egg was still a little bit wet in the middle. Eggs are good to go now, so let's transfer to the plate. I'm going to turn off the heat, or in the case if you're camping, you would actually take it off the heat, take it off the fire. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to slide this over to the plate. And I'm going to take this back off the heat. Get the bag out of the water here. Open up the bag. Grab it from the back side. There you go. Slide your omelet right out of there. Alright everyone, you see I've emptied both bags and laid out here on the plate. Gave them a little time to cool off, because it's always a very important step in anything that you cook. You have to know how it tastes. So let's cut this little corner up right here. Very good. So there you go. Add salt and pepper to it. Add whatever flavors you want to it. It's totally up to you. Showed you how to do it by the campfire, or my stove top in this case. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you like my channel, subscribe. Everyone, go make you some eggs. Everyone, have a great day. Peace. See y'all.